Hey Scorpio, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with your monthly message for January 2020. We're using Universal Weight Tarot for your reading this month. As always, I encourage you to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. They're linked for you at the end of this one. Take the whole month to watch those and enjoy. Also check out the special announcement video so you can learn about the love wave we got going on the community tab. We're creating a love wave manifestation there, so check it out. All right, let's jump into this reading. I'm doing my altered version of the Celtic Cross. It's just tailored. It's a little more streamlined and tailored to the way that I read tarot. And your central theme, your card of the now. This is energy that is going to be with you throughout the month of January. It's new, it's fresh, it's the energy that turns over a new leaf in each new moment. And you have, oh, look at this. Wow, what a blessing. 9 of Cups. This is something long held in the heart space that is coming to fulfillment and fruition for you, Scorpio. That's the Ace of Cups 9 times over. I know, right? That is pretty sweet. This card right here in the center of the reading kind of encourages us not to turn over any other cards because that's it, baby. All right, it is wonderful. And what this card is here to say is that you've long held something in your heart, long in your life experience, something that has been a consistent prayer, a consistent manifestation. Could be for weeks, months, or perhaps for some of you even years. And it's now. It's here now. My feeling as I look at the card, if you've been following the daily messages, then you know that this kind of energy has been incoming for a while. It's no surprise. The cards have been telling us for weeks, kind of months, since the summer even, that this 9 of Cups style of energy is on offer to us. It's blossoming. It's been taking root. It's been growing abundantly. And here it is, right in the center of your reading. It's beautiful. The feeling here is, in spite of hearing for quite some time that this is imminent, imminently arriving, you may not have made space for this in your world. And you may find yourself scurrying a bit to accommodate it. Let's see what comes with it. The next card supports the now card. And you had 2 come out in the shuffle. First is, ooh, nice. Ace of Swords. That is everlasting strength and brilliant clarity in that card. That is a gift to you from the universe. So, even if you find yourself in a situation where you may be scurrying to accommodate what's incoming in those 9 cups, the Ace of Cups to the 9th power, you have brilliant clarity and you have everlasting strength to accommodate it, to make way for it. Coming with it is the 7 of Pentacles. This is a card that many people eye roll and groan over when they turn it over in a reading, because it has what I feel is a bit of an outdated message of waiting on it. So you can see that the vine is producing abundantly, though the harvest is not ready. And you don't pick it before it's ripe, right? Otherwise, it's just not as sweet. What I feel here is that while you have this 9 of Cups flowing into your world, your ability to make space for what's incoming in the now and in your long-term happiness and fulfillment it's being cared for, it's being tended to, and it is coming to fulfillment. In other words, Scorpio, you're taking the required steps to make way for everything that's in the 9 of Cups. Everything that you've held in your heart space for a long period of life experience something that's long been a prayer and manifestation for you. It's arriving. I feel like it has partially arrived, and it's bigger than you dreamed it. So you're doing a little bit of a scramble to make room for it. And it's good that it's not all here at once in this 7, because that would be a tower moment, a blessed tower moment, but still a tower moment. It would disrupt and really change the landscape so drastically that you would not be able to fully enjoy, savor, and cherish what's coming in on your 9 of Cups. So you're kind of taking sips and small doses. Ooh, because you know, another message of the 9 of Cups is being overindulgent, and it looks like you're savoring rather than overindulging, which is great. Moderation. There it is. All right, next set of cards are the foundation cards here. Again, you had 2 come out in the shuffle, and your first is, oh, beautiful. I love this. King of Pentacles. I love this card for you. He's holding the Ace of Pentacles. So now we have the Ace of Cups to the 9th power. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reading. What I love so much about the King, first of all, kings and queens share their self-mastery with us. This King is super stable. He has his eye on the now, and he knows that what he's doing in the now creates his long-term happiness and fulfillment. So here we are, that 7 of Pentacles. It becomes less a card of waiting and a sense of frustration, and more a card of allowing and going with the flow, which you seem to be doing quite beautifully, Scorpio. And you're doing it in your own fulfilling sense of personal timing. It feels right to you, which is wonderful. And that's how this King operates. He's sometimes frustrating, painfully slow in appearance to those around him. But because he is taking his time, taking consideration, savoring, cherishing, valuing what is precious, he is investing that kind of energy into his now, which will continue to pay blessings forward into long-term happiness, fulfillment yet again. You really have your eye on that. It's beautiful. Then you have the Magician. I was recently reading up on the Magician, and look, we have the Ace of Cups yet again. We have all the tools of the tarot here, the Pentacles, the Sword, the Cups, the Wands. You'll notice, though, he is holding, hold on one second. No, he isn't holding any of those tools. He has the infinity symbol above his head. He does have a wand in his hand, but it's not from the suit of wands. And what this indicates is that he has all the resources he could possibly require, but he relies on himself. Wonderful, right? That's what this King does. And, you know, on the outside, looking in, it looks like nothing's happening here with this King, but everything is happening here with this King. He is creating this kind of abundance that we see here on the vine in the 7 with everlasting strength and brilliant clarity, because he knows it's going to infinitely supply his life and everyone connected to his life. The 9 of Cups becomes a blessing, not just for himself, not just for you, Scorpio. It's for everyone in your world. So you keep doing what you're doing because it is working for you. Beautiful message. Now, the Magician also brings with him a message of distraction. He can distract us from things that are important to us. My feeling here is that with the 9 of Cups next to these cards here, the indulgent side of the 9 of Cups can be a distraction to you, Scorpio, on the Magician card. So what that means is that you could potentially linger too long or taste the sweetness of something to the point of distraction. So there is a message here of striking a balance and a harmony with that. Take it where it's relevant to you. Next set of cards, again, you got 2 in the shuffle. These 2 represent recent influences upon the now. Your first is the Justice card. Perfect card to have in light of the message I just delivered off the Magician. So what that says here is the distraction of potentially lingering too long or tasting the sweetness of something until it almost becomes bitter to you, and needing to strike a balance for that on the Nine of Cups. Here you have the Justice card coming into the reading, and there's balance right there in the scales. This is something that you are mastering, Scorpio. And you can take this message into your hindsight, into your past, because you know, I've mentioned it enough, that for a couple of years, you had really super challenging spiritual journey recovery messages. And the past 6 months, you've seen these monthly messages show a reversal of that energy. It's really been Nine of Cups all the way for you for about the past 6 months or so, which means that you have been leveraging self-mastery on old habits, belief systems, and behaviors that could have you distracted from what's at the heart of the matter for you, Nine of Cups. And here's the Justice card giving you confirmation that you are gaining mastery with that. Now, I do want to draw attention to the Justice card and its connection to the High Priestess as well. I know we have that connection here in the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups has a connection to the High Priestess and the Death card. She shows us what's in the periphery that may not be of service to us. She also points us to our inner wisdom. The Death card, your card, sweeps the deck, cleanses the foundation, so to speak. And here we have yet another connection to the High Priestess. The being on the Justice card sits between or within a portal, and there's a veil behind her, just like the High Priestess. So what I feel here in recent influences, and this has shown up in the daily readings as well, there is something incoming that we may feel or sense, but we don't know what that is. There is something coming out of the unseen into the seen, manifestation, magician. It's being made real and we don't quite see it coming. Oh gosh, and look. I never looked at this card the whole time I was holding it, and it is the High Priestess. Yes, there is something coming from beyond the veil here. Look at that. What an amazing pairing. Wow. Okay, inner oracle, inner knowing, your intuition, it's high, it's peaked, it's revved right up, it's wonderful, and still you will not see whatever this surprise and delight is. It's connected to the Ace of Swords, it's connected to the Nine of Cups, it's connected to the Magician. It's something you are manifesting and making real. It's still in development, but it's on its way in. The only thing better now would be to see the Wheel of Fortune in your next, in your next card. This card I am calling the Alchemy of Now. I'm going to come back to the High Priestess in a moment. So this is a change that's taking place in the now. And we have the Five of Swords here. Excellent card to have change take place in. 5 is a number of change. In tarot, it's also an unstable number. So something that is unstable needs attention. And I do feel it is somewhat this accommodation of what's flowing in with the Nine of Cups blessing in your life at this time. Coming back to the High Priestess, she also brings a message of discretion. And Scorpio, you're pretty good at that. You can keep something in your heart space and not talk about it. Others have more of a challenge to do that sort of a thing. But she does bring the message of discretion. Be mindful of what you share and how you share it. Also the energy in which you share it. The change that's taking place in the 5 is, this is an inner debate. This is an inner argument. This sort of energy on the 5 can turn into the 9 of Swords. Stuff that keeps us awake in the middle of the night. And, you know, we're weary from it. We don't necessarily see a way through or out of it when we get to the 9 of Swords period, or get to the Nine of Swords experience, rather. So what's changing here is you're recognizing where you argue and debate with your own sense of joy and happiness, and you're putting an end to that. Justice and the High Priestess are assisting with that. So too is the Ace of Swords and the savoring, cherishing what is precious to you on the 7. Having a willingness in your heart space to allow this harvest to ripen and then pick it, bringing you great joy in that moment. You're not rushing things. And there's a feeling here, I know we are not seeing the 7 of Swords, but I feel the 7 of Swords here. There was a time when you, Scorpio, were robbed of your joy because where something was lacking in connection in your life, you were scrambling to fill that in. And you're not doing that anymore. You understand you have what you have to share, and you'll share it generously. And now you've accommodated and made space for others to reciprocate justice. I feel that. That's come into harmony. That's come into balance for you. And it's a real beautiful gift for you. Okay. Next card is the energy atmosphere. This is the type of energy you will be navigating throughout the month of January, and you have the Hanged Man. Nice. Enlightenment. A pause in the action for enlightenment. I love this. I love the combination with the High Priestess and the Hanged Man here in the reading, because this is you taking a pause and consulting your inner oracle so that you maintain harmony and balance. So this 9 of Cups is actually driving you into the Hanged Man, High Priestess position throughout the month of January. You're really considering what's before you, what's being offered to you in this 9, and how it resonates with your heart space, and has been resonating for you for quite some time as it's come into manifestation. So you are accommodating, you are making way for what's arriving in this 9, what's arriving from the Magician. You do see its value and how it will continue to work for you for years to come. So garner your gains here with the Hanged Man. Allow yourself to be blessed by your own intuitive knowing. Next card is your potential challenge in the energy atmosphere. And you have the 3 of Pentacles. It's a beautiful card. This card is one where we see someone creating something beautiful, and you don't hire a novice to do that kind of work. You hire the craftsman, you hire the master, the artisan, to come and do this kind of work. It's still in its early stages. So you're still in some of the early stages of accommodating what's coming in on this 9. And it won't be rushed. I do want to draw your attention though. You have the 7, you have the 3. They make the 10 of Pentacles, which is long-term happiness, fulfillment, happy home, happy family, happy relationships, career, how you are with service. You're creating a legacy here, something that you can pass on. And you're doing this in the atmosphere of the 9 of Cups, with the blessing that's flowing into your life. You are making use of absolutely every resource on offer to you, because the 10 of Pentacles type of energy, 9 of Cups type of energy, has such great meaning to you. You don't want to have to reinvent the wheel yet again in your world. You want to take your sense of self-mastery and ride that wave for the rest of your days. Sweet. It's worth the effort. All right, last card, potential outcome. Look at that. That's awesome. Your whole reading is like shock, awe, and surprise for me. Talking about the High Priestess and then turning over the High Priestess. Talking about the 10 of Pentacles and then turning it over. That's your outcome. That's why you're doing all this. This is why you are This is why you are adopting the energy of the King of Pentacles. He may be slow, he may be methodical, but it's the right kind of slow. It's the right kind of method because it creates deep roots for great abundance in all aspects of your life. That's fantastic, Scorpio. I have goosebumps right now. I love this for you. All right, we're going to do a couple more cards, oracle cards. We're going to do the Spirit Animal Oracle deck and see what spirit animal you have in the month of January. Let's see here. I like this. Cute. You have Rhino Spirit. Overcome any obstacle. Yeah. No problem. No problem. You're knocking down doors, busting through walls, right? I like all the flowers on that rhino. Okay, next deck. Angels and Ancestors. What would they like to share with Scorpio for the month of January? What do we have here? Look at this. A double dose of the High Priestess. Harness mystic power. I'm going to put her right next to the Magician. That's divine feminine, divine masculine there. And that's harmonized on the scales of justice for you within your own self. And then that translates to all your other relationships. So great reciprocation in all the people you are connected to that you know, love, and trust in your inner circle. That's the feeling there. All right, last one comes from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. How you are navigating the month of January. Oh my gosh, this feels like the Ten of Pentacles backed up 3 times over now in the reading. Infinite abundance. Infinite right here on the Magician, right? Abundance. Look at all the coins, but it really is confirming the Ten of Pentacles for you. Abundance is pouring into your life. Yeah, it is. Because you have put to rest a whole lot of stuff. Years worth of stuff. And you're living joyfully in your own heart space. It's at the heart of your reading in the Nine of Cups. It's all a blessing. And you are taking your sweet time with it, so it really has roots. It's beautiful. Scorpio, I'm in love with your reading right now. Okay, have a beautiful January. Do like, share, subscribe here on the channel. Check out the community tab. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. And check out the dailies. Bye for now. Peace, love, joy, and happy. Namaste.